From SHI Stadium here in Piscataway, beautiful Saturday sunny skies and a helping portion of women's lacrosse here to kick off your weekend. Today it's the 16th ranked James Madison Dukes taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Pat Boyle here. So delighted to have you with us for the rest of our crew. And this, as always, another tantalizing matchup between these two teams. The Dukes, the 2018 national champions, another strong season a year ago, but they were upended in the first round of the NCAA tournament. But longtime head coach Shelly Clays Ballcom and this team is back this year. They're hungry for redemption, looking to get back to the NCAA tournament in grand fashion. They're coming off a dominant win back on Wednesday against Penn State. Their largest ever victory over the Nittany Lions, a 16-6 beatdown at home in Harrisonburg, Virginia. And although they graduated the 11th time all-leading scorer, Hannah Haven, they've got a new freshman that has been leading the attack, Isabella Peterson. 13 goals for the freshman from Sparks, Maryland. And boy, has she rebolstered this attack this season for Coach Clays Ballcom in her 14th season. Also helps that they've got their goalie from last year, a second-team all-region selection, and an honorable mention All-American in Molly Doherty. She was the CAA goalkeeper of the year last year, and she had a fine performance on Wednesday. You look at the Scarlet Knights, Rutgers coming into this one with a record of 4-3. It was a tremendous start in the new era for first-year head coach Melissa Lehman. The Scarlet Knights have hit their first bump in the road. They've lost 3 in a row. All of those tight contests, most recently a 16-14 loss at Monmouth on Wednesday. But the Scarlet Knights will look to get right back to their winning ways, and for them, it's a freshman as well who's been leading the attack, Cassidy Spillis, first in the Big Ten and 22nd in the country with 21 goals. You see her stats there. She can really do it all. She's won 20 draws, scooped 11 ground balls. The attack this year a lot of the times has started and ended with Cassidy Spillis, but she's got a very good helping core around her, and this, as always, should be a fantastic matchup. There is the aforementioned Molly Doherty, 4-1 this year, had those season-high 14 denials on Wednesday over 21st ranked Penn State, and by the end of the game, the Nittany Lions really just had no answer for Doherty's work in between the pipes. Back here from SHI Stadium in Piscataway, Pat Boyle, the rest of our crew here on BTN Plus, and James Madison fueled here in the early going by some sniper shots from their attackers, and most importantly, Logan Brennan that time putting on the spin moves, putting Rutgers defense in spin cycle, and the Dukes offense firing on all cylinders. They're out to an early 3-0 lead here. 8.5 minutes into this one, and one of the big numbers, Scarlet Knights so far without a shot, as the James Madison defense once again has held that shield very strongly. And another important draw, and it's once again taken by the Dukes. We've mentioned it. Head coach Shelly Clays Ballcom has mentioned it several times in her tenure. The draw, one of the most important, if not the most important facet in lacrosse. The chance to establish possession right away and set up the offense. James Madison has been among the best in the country at doing it year in and year out. We said earlier, 9th in the country coming into today. They've won over 61% of their draws. But it's the Scarlet Knights here with a chance to get off the schneid. Good pass that time. Inside, now behind the net. You can see 2 defenders that time all over Monica Dresden as she's able to win a foul. Certainly an emotional game for the redshirt sophomore from Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania, Monica Dresden. Her father, Doug, passing away earlier this week. There was a moment of silence here at SHI Stadium before the game, and really, I think for Monica, just hoping to use everything she can in this game. That shot just bounces wide for Rutgers, and it is Dresden, the first one to it. Looking right back inside. Ground ball scooped up that time. Taken by Ashley Campo. Rutgers goes back in, and the Scarlet Knights with their first goal of the game. And it's Sam Budd, the captain. Well, there's the offense for Rutgers. They quickly wake up. What a find inside here. Look at that pass from Hartshorn. She's one of the best facilitators in the Big Ten, and she finds the senior Bud, who is now 1 goal away from 100 for her career. And that one, an important one. It gets Rutgers on the board. Really, it's been a three-headed monster this year for Rutgers. Neslonsky, Bud, and Spillis, with almost a combined 60 goals this year. And Bud, who has really been doing it her entire career, so good at just catching and shooting. She's got Rutgers now feeling good about themselves, down by 2. Again, we mentioned Rutgers got off to such a great start this year. Wins over LIU, Temple, Delaware, and Marist to get to 4-0. And then how about that for a reunion when head coach Melissa Lehman, in just her 5th game at the helm of Rutgers, took on her alma mater and her former head coach Karen Corbett. They went to UPenn and nearly walked out of there with a stunning upset. They fell to UPenn 11-9. And it's really been some tough, close losses for Rutgers since. A 13-12 overtime loss against St. Joe's and another 2-goal loss against Monmouth on Wednesday. So 3 losses by a combined 5 goals. I mean, really, this Scarlet Knights team at 4-3, it could easily be 5-2 or even better. That pass picked off, looking right through the slot. It was Doherty who was up for the challenge. And you take a breakdown, you take a look at the box scores from Rutgers' last 3 losses. Really not much in the stat department to separate them from winning and losing. Shots have really been equal, if not in their favor. And really the one stat where they've been getting beat is on the draw. And then it's just, again, coming down to those clutch minutes. Chance here for JMU. Behind the net this time, it's with Katie Tchaikovsky. And the instructions ushered out by Maddie McDonald. So far, 6 shots to 2 in favor of the Dukes. How about this run that time from Kelsey Reed? Now it's behind the net. The Dukes down to 25 here on the shot clock. Don't have to rush just yet. It's an exhaustive approach on offense. They wait for the opening. They wait for the moment. Rarely is this team impatient. Pass inside, a chance here, and another goal for Brennan. She's got the hat trick just 12.5 minutes in. And the Dukes answer right back to get it back to 4-1. Marchetti feeds inside. Once Brennan gets on the run, is she so tough to stop. And that time the right-handed shot from the hip, just too good. You see it there. Hat trick already for Brennan. 9th goal on the season. Take another look at it. And coming from the outside and then just slinging it off the hip. And again, Alana Glicksman, you can't really criticize her at all this game so far. The 4 goals for James Madison, you can make the argument that maybe a handful of goalkeepers, if that, across the entire country could have saved them. This has been a shooting clinic here early on from the Dukes. And we've got a whistle on the draw. Brennan, by the way, in the win against Penn State on Wednesday, 2 goals and an assist. So she now has 5 goals in her last 2 contests. .53 for her career. And it's James Madison once again setting things up here. They lose possession that time, and a whistle anyway will give them back possession. Quickly out wide here, a chance for Daria Lucchese. And the net with Tchaikovsky. Brennan, she's been the star today. Second team all-conference selection from a year ago. Another chance darting run looking in from Lucchese. It's been the junior Lucchese who has started a handful of those attacks from that right wing. That time they went in. Brennan was trying to pick out the intended receiver. It gets through everybody. And Rutgers was the first one to it. Now they're trying to get the clear out of their own zone. Here's Pastore again, the redshirt senior. Look at the speed through the middle. Gets it past midfield, and now a chance for the Scarlet Knights. Here's Beneducci, double-teamed, getting harassed right near the sideline, able to avert the trouble. Shoveled into the corner. And an opportunity now for Hartshorn. She was a two-time Big Ten Rookie of the Week honoree last year. Sophomore has seemingly only gotten better this season. And here is Hartshorn. And Rutgers, that time, not making the most out of that possession. Crucial ground ball, picked up and then dropped. And then it's James Madison, Lucchese again, who's got it. Lucchese running headstrong at three Rutgers defenders. Now looking for the final finish. Inside a shot, a big save from the freshman Glicksman. Alana Glicksman that time coming up with a big-time rejection. Second save of the afternoon for Alana Glicksman, who had a dozen of them in the loss on Wednesday at Monmouth. Pass inside, shifty move, and a foul, and a free position shot coming. That time it was Dresden. Again, look at that save. Beautiful from Glicksman. That time I think Casey Knobloch thought she had a goal. Glicksman said, not so fast. And now quickly at the other end, here's Dresden. What an opportunity here for the redshirt sophomore. Dresden gets hammered that time by two defenders. Clean takeaway, and Doherty, the goalkeeper, all the way out from her post to rescue it. And you can see right away, James Madison, they spread out the field. Use all of their options, use all of the arsenal. Now here they are once again setting up the attack. Johnson hands it off. Now into the corner. It's with Tchaikovsky. Once again roaming behind the net. Up top here for Marchetti. Looking to take on the Rutgers defense. Marchetti to her left, shoots! It's deflected across the mouth of goal by Glicksman. Another save for the freshman. Wasn't able to hold on to it, but that time Alana Glicksman did just enough to keep that one from trickling home. And you're seeing again Dakota Pastore starting the attack for Rutgers, getting it past midfield. Now the Scarlet Knights looking to set up shop. Down by 3, under 14 to go here in the first half. Rutgers trying to avenge 2 consecutive losses to this same James Madison team. Bud, back to the top. Hartshorn, the maestro of this Rutgers team, that time trying to split 2 defenders. And she will win the foul. Maren Hartshorn, we mentioned, started all 23 games last year. Has started all 23 games so far in her career, already over the 50-point threshold. I'm going to set up some more offense. Here's Julia Little. Oh, averting the danger. Rutgers looking for that opening inside, but right now James Madison has it closed off. What a find there. A shot rings the post. Jenna Byrne, oh so closely that time. But the danger not done yet. Hartshorn looking inside. Little averting danger, goes down, no whistles. Referees, the officials say play on. And the Dukes, that time maybe lucky to still be up by 3 goals. Now looking for the clearance. Dangerous pass ahead. And it is turned over. So good. More checking that time by Rutgers. They've got it back. These are the crucial moments for the Scarlet Knights. Can they get it from defense to the midfield to the offensive territory and set up that attack? They've done so here. Now Bud will slow things down. 1 goal away from 100 for her career. Sam Budd came into her senior year in the 100-point and 100 draw club, top 20 and top 10 all-time respectively. As that was some big-time physical play that sent Cassidy Spillis to the turf. James Madison not letting the leading scorer and the freshman for Rutgers into their territory easily. Back with Bud. Side wing, Little gets sent down to the turf and another whistle. It's been a very, very physical brand of lacrosse so far for James Madison. Here's the latest hit. Yeah, tough to argue with that one. The hands extended. Chance now for the Scarlet Knights. And they got going too early. And you got to imagine some of that a byproduct of how locked down James Madison's defense has been so far. Rutgers just trying to get the edge. How about that move? Knifing through 2 defenders, but it looks like we've got a timeout here with 10:49 left to go in the opening half. Scarlet Knights on the board, but James Madison still in control here in Piscataway. The Dukes looking to beat Rutgers for the 2nd straight time here in Piscataway. They lead it 4-1 in the first half on BTN+.